Good morning, YouTube. This is Tom Negotiating with Jesus. I looked at yesterday's video. I find that my videos I was not pleased at all with it. I was just watching this morning Billy Strings. So here's a guy who has dedicated his life to getting his fingers in the right place at the right time, being able to play, knowing every note, knowing how they all relate to each other, and just a high-level expert player. So if you're there, this will be the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. If you're a beginner, it might look like I'm somewhat accomplished. I'm really average. So my whole thing is I'm not a tutor. I'm somebody who's listening to all the YouTube tutors, and I might put that bedroom guitar video on again. How to become a better player. So bedroom guitar players. So that's what I am. But I've also been in many groups. And the bedroom guitar video from this guy, the Donut Man, I think his name is. I don't know what his name is. I just watched his video. Link in the description. The gist of his video is if you want to get beyond bedroom playing, get a couple people together and start playing with musicians. So in essence, start a band. And it is the dream, but here we are on watching videos and playing in our bedroom, trying to learn how to get good. So I already know all my life I've played with people. And it just happened. I grew up in a time when that was a thing that the Beatles started something, the Stones, everybody was starting a band. And it just seemed to grow naturally. Everybody wanted to do it. It was a hot mess at that time, but everyone was starting bands. So I started a band. First band, pretty rough, beginners. I ended up quitting the band because I got a little Jesus-y. And then I went to a church. And what do you do at church? You play music. If you can play guitar, you will stand in front of people and lead a song. And the pressure will not be great. So what this Donut Man is saying is true. Definitely find a way to play with other people. If you're watching a video, what I think I'm trying to transition into is how do we play as people in the digital age, connecting virtually, long distance relationships, all online. Will there be a Zoom band? The Zoomers, will we all be able to form little communities and write songs? I think that's where I'm headed, that we write songs together. So this video, I'll tell you that for a couple years now, I've been working at leveling up. So I'm a pretty average good player. I can play the chords. I can do some little things. I can do some things. I get what guitar is. I play the cowboy chords. That's fine. I've been practicing for a couple years though, the caged, just the key of C. So a video before, the guy said, if you want to be above intermediate, if you want to get out of the place you're stuck as an intermediate guitar player, the Billy Strings video I just watched, he knew where all the E's were. He knew all the triads. He knew how to play everything all over the neck because he's still studying. The guy is making millions. He's super proficient and he's still studying. Yeah. So all these great guitar players are doing this work and you're never seeing the practice. So I'm playing in the key of C, caged. The C that's shaped like an A, the C that's shaped like a G, which is a ridiculous thing to hold. So to me, the G is useless. So in the cage system, it's the G position, but no one holds a G. That's just, if you're some amazing expert, you're John Mayer, you're playing G's with strange bendy fingers, that's great. Not me. The C up here played like an E. That is an E shape. You have to bar. You have to get this crazy. You have to get this crazy skill that you never, or you can hold ridiculous shapes with your fingers. If you don't worry about the bar over all 6 strings, you can play. Or you can go to the top and not worry about the bottom 2. But you don't necessarily want to play them open, but who cares? And then the D shape, caged. The D up here is actually a C. That D shape makes a C chord. That's caged. And then there's a shape, a pattern that goes with each. So I've been doing that. I've been doing triads with Daniel Seraph. Okay, so I might do that every time, tell you that I do the practice. That's an E, F. I'm still terrible at it. But I'm leveling up, I'm getting somehow better. It's taken forever. G, then the A minor. And then the B. The next C. Now, if I was writing a song, I was at the what? A. Practicing a picking pattern. I have to practice that every day. Now, Billy Strings, practicing for hours. He is so excited, so into playing his guitar, he won't put it down. So if you're like me, you're a bedroom player, it's a little hard to get a serious 1 hour practice. It's hard. It's hard to find the time. I can't devote my life to guitar. So, okay, the next thing is, if we were to become a virtual community, a digital in the Zoomer age, Zoomer bands start. So everyone's on Zoom. Zoom becomes this thing that is so technologically proficient that we actually can stand in the same room and we all put our little helmets on, and it's like we're in the same room playing music. Maybe that's the next iteration of technology and human culture. I suspect it's not going to be great. These virtual relationships where, say you have a virtual girlfriend and she's actually AI and she says everything that makes your heart happy except for she's not real. A real woman doesn't say everything that makes your heart happy. Sometimes she says things that offend, but she actually will be sacrificially loving. So yeah, we're here to play guitar though. So I usually do my rehearsals. So that's the key of C. If I wanted to play the key of D, everything just moves up too. But it's going to sound like B minor. So caged, the whole theory is, once you know those patterns, all you have to do is shift it and then it becomes the key of D. You shift it 4 frets, it becomes the key of E. You shift it 5, it's the key of F. You shift it 7, it's the key of G. Key of G, what was here in C goes here. The E shape is now a G. So that's the theory. This is what I'm supposed to do every day is practice, and that's what I've been putting on video. They're the worst videos on YouTube. You can watch all of them, and it's the same thing over and over, me trying to get good by repeating over and over, trying to name notes. The C's. Do I know all the C's? Do I know all the D's? Do I know all the D's? I don't know. Where's the D here? The D. So you should know all these things. So I've been practicing. I think I'm going to transition into what if I did songs and people added to songs. So what if I was this leader of a virtual band and I said, here's the songs we're going to do. They're going to be Jesus-y. This is a song about John the Baptist. It's chapter 3 in Matthew. So I do the song, and in some virtual way, other people add the parts and some drummer, but this is guitar video, so I don't still see how that shapes up. But I think what we're aiming at is songs and not virtuosos, because clearly I'm not going to hit that level. I got a few more years to live, so we're just going to try and see what the next iteration of guitar playing using this online digital world, what would that look like? If we don't want to be trapped in our bedrooms, just playing, stumbling along, playing, our own, just trying desperately to get better, how could we play with others and actually become players in a digital world? And then what would it look like if we wanted to go play a bar? How would that even happen? Which is it's the goal, to stand in front of real people, play real music that's your real heart, and they respond with a warm smile, some polite applause. They give you $20. Thanks for entertaining me for an hour and a half while I ate chicken wings, buffalo wings. So we're moving on. We're trying to figure it out. That's what I do. And it's almost 15 minutes of just blah, blah, blah. Keep working, keep grinding.